Happy Rapture Day! We're still here, 'cause it's not real. It's not real. It's never real. 5, 6, 7, 8. Rapture girly chat. Rapture's in chat, bitch. Organized religion is a problem. Hi, everybody. Wow. Yeah, tonight we have a full episode. Tonight we have a full after party, which we were supposed to do last night, but America voted. America has voted, and they wanted to talk about the rapture. So that's what we did for like 2 hours. So tonight we have Ethan and the crew and Harley reacting to the iDubbbz reaction. So what's that, like 3, 4 levels deep now? And also, right before this stream, Ethan decided to drop a little tea, a little heat about Adam McIntyre. So we will talk a little bit about that, but we really don't know much about it at all. So yeah, last night was kind of like a fake after party. So this is the real one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you were not here last night, or even if you were, I do have some exciting information for you. If I actually had my webcam up, I mean my Google up. Bum ba da bum. Okay, so all October long, we are going to have super spooky streams. Trying to do a bunch of streams every week. Mondays, we're going to be doing horror movies. And you might be wondering, how are we going to do that? Well, there's a ton of old, classic, campy, silly horror movies in the public domain. So we're going to try. We're going to see if we get claimed for some reason. But I think this is a fun loophole for us. Super spooky streams. Yes, in the gay snake voice for sure. Yeah, so we're going to do that on Mondays. Tuesdays, I'm already dreading. Terrify Me Tuesdays, we're going to play horror video games. I already have some great suggestions from people. So I'm going to get all that squared away and get ready to poop my pants. I am definitely a jumper. When I go to the movies with friends and see something that has jump scares, I am the one that's just like, Jesus Christ, really loud in the theater. So that should be a good time for all of you and not for me. Then on Wednesdays, we're going to do Weird Wednesdays. This is going to be creepy news, like recent or past, history of certain things. Like one of the big ones I want to talk about is the Salem witch trials, since I'm in Massachusetts, and also like doing different spooky makeup tutorials. Just a lot of Halloween-y vibes on Wednesdays is kind of like a catch-all. And then Fridays, after the after party, I'm going to reset, and we are going to have Frankenstein Fridays, where I read my favorite horror book aloud to y'all. And you can, fall asleep to it on stream or whatever you like. People have been saying they like my voice. They like my reading voice, my talking voice, whatever. So I figured, let's do it. This is something I've always wanted to do, like a read along stream. So if you want to get Frankenstein out of the library or buy it or whatever and actually read along, you can. Or just cuddle under the blanket with some hot apple cider and just listen. Whatever you want. Chat in cramping. I need your thoughts and prayers. I was hoping to be raptured. Oh, I'm cramping. Hoping to be raptured by now. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. Yeah, I know a lot of you like put on longer streams like I do to like fall asleep at night. And so I wanted to give y'all that content. This is the kind of shit I'll pay for at 10K for sure. Oh, thank you. Yeah, speaking of 10K, I mean, we're coming up on it. We are just over 1,500 to go. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed who has shared my content. That's always really, really helpful. So if there is stuff that you enjoy, feel free to clip it. I'm sure Snark's like, noted. Feel free to clip it, throw it on the subreddit, throw it on anywhere you want. Anywhere you think people would enjoy to see stuff from me, feel free and give me a tag. So yeah, thank you, thank you. At 10K, we are opening memberships, and yeah, I'm working now with the mods to lay that all out. And so it's really exciting. I wasn't really sure if we were gonna, if it was gonna happen, right? I thought maybe it'd be like a blip and then a fart, but we're getting there now. Oh, we already got past 20 likes. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to like the stream. Oh, and also for super chats, I have a bunch of silly sounds now of things I've said clipped out of context while playing video games on here. So, shout out to the mods for clipping me saying some crazy shit. I've sprinkled them into the super chat widget. So anytime there's a gift, there's a chance to hear one of the weird ones. But the other ones are good too. They're from the H3 crowd shouting me out and things like that. I'm going to clip everything and provide it as a market substitute and be loud about it because I'm a dummy. Yeah. If you guys don't want to give Girl with a Microphone the views, you just watch this. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. I know you were trying to make a live.
Girl with a Microphone is in chat.
Parker just gave $4.99.
You know what I'm going to do?
Those sounds out.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn them way up because you can do like a frequency for the random ones. Let me turn them way up. And then there's a higher likelihood that gifts tonight and in the future will have me saying stupid shit. And they just keep coming. So there are a bunch of new ones I haven't put in yet, but I will. And yeah, so we will continue to make the gifty sounds more and more chaotic. And I love that for us. All right, let's turn this one up because I think this one's very funny. We'll make that
Girl with a Microphone is in chat.
Meg Shep just gave $5 Canadian. Loved your rapture stream. If you do a follow-up and would like the daughter of a fundy preacher to give some clarity, I'd love to help out. Red heart emoji.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Meg. I might, and I mean, at some point, I think we will talk more about Christianity because it's an interest to me. If you are serious, DM me on Instagram, and we can connect. And if I need help, I'll reach out to you. So thank you for that offer. All right, let me do the rest of these and make sure they're up to frequently. Oh, clapping cheeks. Yeah, one of them is me saying, we clapping cheeks. Jesus Christ. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? All right, cool. All right, great. So there's that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, we have Tylenol clapping back at Trump. I saw this just before getting on as well. So I figured we'd want to hear a little bit of that. Yeah, we clapping cheeks.
Tatiana Reyes gave $2. Testing, thank you for all you do for us. Purple heart emoji.
Well, there it is. Thank you, Tatiana.
She's so funny.
Kabu just gave $1.99. Post-rapture, still here, still queer.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. There's one for subscribers, too. I hope you guys will get to hear that. I hope someone becomes a new subscriber and you get to hear that. That also has a little silly picture of me on it. So I'm working on doing more fun stuff with like the alerts and everything. You know, every stream I'm getting a little bit better, which is a lot of fun. Okay, so here is what the fuck's happening? Why is this not working? Oh, hang on. I have to restart my stream deck. Hey, I hope you're the right way. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I know it cut out. What the fuck is this? There we go. Hi, everyone. My Stream Deck is just not working. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Let me try it again. Can you hear me now? Yes, you can. Don't gaslight me. All right, let me do this. Do you like how all this happened as soon as I said, every week, getting a little bit better, and then my whole thing shits the bed? I love that for us. I love that for us. Okay, I kind of am nervous to do that now. Okay, it's all working. Everything's working now. Everything's working. Okay, so, all right, so we've heard the clapping cheeks sound. Thank you so much for testing that. Audio sounds good? Okay, good. Does it sound better like this or like this? Or is it the exact same? Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1 or camera 2. Same? Okay, cool. Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Does anyone get that reference? Are you doing a cranial nerve? No, I'm not an eye exam. Yes, Wayne's World. Thank you, Sweesh. Thank you. Thank you for getting it. Oh, God. Yeah, we clap in cheeks.
Jared Lawrence gave $2. It was the rapture. It was a sign.
Yeah, my Stream Deck got raptured. Wayne's World. I love Wayne's World. I have always said to no one, because no one else watches this show that I know, but I have always felt that H3 gives Wayne's World vibes, like the radio or the TV show that they do, because they have like the headbanger guys who are running the cameras, and that just gives me like Zach vibes. And you know, Ethan interviews all these people and is like trolling them while interviewing them, and they don't understand what's happening. So I think that's why I like H3 so much, because it reminds me of like one of my favorite movies, you know? I feel like Wayne's World is like the same kind of vibe, you know? Like when they have the sponsor on and they're like, this guy blows goats. I have proof on the cards. It just definitely reminds me of like the voice coach and like these more serious people they have on. Tonight I made a little French strawberry tart tonight, and I demand a French moment. Oh, we have a French moment. Don't worry. A French moment is coming tonight. So stay tuned for that. But first, we have Tylenol clapping back at Trump and RFK Jr. As you guys probably heard, they have decided to now blame not vaccines, but Tylenol for autism. Tylenol, the only safe painkiller and fever reducer for pregnant people. They are now saying you cannot relieve yourself of pain or a fever whilst pregnant. They legit just want to kill women and people who get pregnant at this point. It wasn't Tylenol that made me autistic. It was my dad. Exactly. Check the sperm. Check the sperm, everyone. It's just so crazy. They want it to be like the 1800s with women just like bleeding out in their beds. So there's all these like little orphan children that can be raised by Christians. All right, so here's what Tylenol had to say. We stand with science and we stand with you. You know that their marketing team is shitting a brick right now after Trump said this, because this could really impact sales, on top of it being just horrifically dishonest and untrue. For generations, families have trusted Tylenol when it matters most. Tylenol is one of the most studied medications in history and is safe when used as directed by expecting mothers, infants, and children. The facts remain unchanged. Over a decade of rigorous research endorsed by leading medical professionals confirm there is no credible evidence linking acetaminophen to autism. Duh! Fucking duh. Acetaminophen, which, by the way, the president cannot even say, if y'all caught that, cannot even say it, is used worldwide as a first line of defense for pain relief. Okay, but comedy is the last line of defense for pain relief. And fever reduction at the recommendation of independent public health and leading medical professionals and in accordance with the product label. So, I mean, it's duh all around. Like, we know that that's true. But what's going to happen is now all of these like fundamentalists and make America healthy again people, when they get pregnant, they're going to die of a fever, and they're going to cook their fetus as well if this isn't walked back. And even if it is walked back, these people are conspiracy theorists. So they're going to be like, oh, they're just taking it back because of, the Jews or something, right? And so they're still going to believe it. And my glasses are so dirty for some reason. And so what I don't understand is why they want their own voting bloc to be unhealthy. I don't understand that. I also don't understand like the financial motive of doing this. Like, what is the motive for blaming Tylenol? And what is the motive for continuing to put the people that trust you on a fast track to death? Like, it's the same with COVID. Like, you don't want your people to be vaccinated. They're going to die, and we're going to be the ones left to vote. It just doesn't make sense. I had to tell my parents they aren't getting grandkids during this regime today. Woo. I don't blame you, girl. It's just a way to blame women. Yeah. But the outcome is them being sick. Trump did not say Percocet. He did not say that. We may be getting Trump brand generic replacement for Tylenol. Oh my God, I'll barf. I feel like this is going to go maybe two ways at once. The Tylenol stock is probably going to plummet for a while. And are people going to be like stocking up? These are things that I'm wondering. Oh, they're under Johnson & Johnson. Tylenol maker Kenvue shares bounce back. Trump claims face pushback. Okay, so they're not in trouble right now. They climbed 6% on Tuesday, rebounding from a record low hit in the previous session, as analysts pointed to the lack of new scientific evidence from the White House to support Donald Trump linking the drug maker's popular pain reliever to Tylenol to autism. Oh, he said childhood vaccine use and the taking of Tylenol. Like, what are we doing? Guys, I cannot stand listening to RFK Jr. Someone said he has a garbage disposal voice, and now that's all I hear. That's all I hear. Wait for it to happen and then buy stock in it. Buy low, sell high. That's what Ethan, my financial advisor, says. Yeah, and he is. He's a certified financial advisor, and you're smart to trust in him, you know? Tylenol. Yeah, it looks like they did hit they went a record low, but now they've rebounded. So, I mean, it's just so stupid. Yeah, so, all right. So it's just, there's going to be a mild panic, and then it'll go back to the way it was. All right, this was very interesting to me. This is Hasan getting mad at Ethan for correcting the record on TikTok. The record that, according to Ethan, Hasan is helping perpetuate with all of his constant resharing of disinformation of Ethan, right? So here he is, mad at the fact that Ethan is trying to correct the record about himself, specifically on his latest video, where he apologizes more publicly for what he said about traveling to Israel and showing people the real Israel, or whatever it was that he said that made it seem like Israel is like a paradise, you know, while a genocide is going on. So here's what Hasan had to say, and then we'll talk about it. Oh, cool. Work. It didn't work. Let me make sure. Because last time it wasn't working. Okay, here we go.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Are you guys talking about the one TikTok that he posted being like, hey, that one time I actually said I love Israel and I'm going to go there and it's multifaceted. That was actually my mistake. I'm so sorry about that. But that's it. Nothing else, okay? Nothing before and nothing after. Yeah.
Well, first of all, a TikTok is what, 30 seconds? I mean, it could be like 10 minutes, but as I've said on here, you're a psychopath if you're doing that. Like, nobody's watching that, right? He just can't, he just loves to look at things in a vacuum and assign it all of this intention, right? And all of this malice, right? Like, oh, he's only apologizing for one thing. When, like, that's being willfully ignorant, because you stay on TikTok. If your reshares are any indication, Hasan, you know how TikTok works, and you have probably watched the first Ethan TikTok where he says he's going to be putting out several months of videos talking about all of the disinformation that is spreading on TikTok like wildfire, in part due to you. Right? So let's keep going.
Yeah, I think it's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times that even someone who
Girl
is
with a mic, when is she calling in?
Unbearable just gave $9.99. Currently adding the finishing touches to my residency application for emergency medicine. Folded hands emoji. Plaza send good vibes for a successful match. Crying face emoji. Folded hands emoji. Folded hands emoji.
Good luck, Unbearable. Emergency medicine. That's so, so important. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. And we are all rooting for you, girly. Dr. Bear. Look at all the love in chat. I love you guys. You're the best. All right. So, yeah, he's saying, oh, it's a sign of the times, meaning Ethan doesn't mean it. He's only doing this now because he's getting a lot of flack, right? But we all know that's not true. Yeah, we clap in cheeks.
Jared Lawrence gave $2. All propaganda for Alyssa. Smiling face with hearts emoji. Smiling face with hearts emoji. Smiling face with hearts emoji.
Thank you, Jared. But we know that he's not just doing this now, right? This isn't a sign of the times. He apologized for this. He walked it back, acknowledged the impact of what he had said during his debate with you, Hasan. And you, first of all, you thanked him like you are the person that he needed to apologize to. But he totally dumbfounded you with that. Because you expected him to be this person because you just never give him any goodwill, any benefit of the doubt, right? So this isn't him randomly doing this. He apologized, like, he corrected the record, I believe, like a couple days after. And then also went more into detail in the debate with you about how wrong that was and how shitty it was for him to say that. So again, do you have a bad memory, or are you willfully omitting things that might humanize Ethan and make him look less like this like evil supervillain that you need him to be? Which is it? I mean, both are pretty bad.
It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times that even someone who is as viciously a defender of Israel and an attacker of Israel's biggest critics.
One of the most vicious defenders of Israel is Ethan Klein. If Ethan Klein were truly one of the most vicious defenders of Israel, we would have a two-state solution by now. We would have had it generations ago, right? Like, he is not a vicious defender of Israel. He's a vicious defender of civilians and a vicious critic of political violence and the people who promote it. You. A vicious defender of Israel. Unbelievable.
Is recognizing that he feels the need to do some propaganda to kind of take back some of the things that he's done.
Some propaganda to take back some of the things that he's done. Hasan, that's called an apology. You dumb, cynical bitch. I know you've never done one, so you might not know what it's called. But it's an apology. He gave a heartfelt apology without any caveats, without any excusing himself or what he said. He just categorically said it was inappropriate and wished he could take it back. How is that propaganda? It's propaganda because you are assigning malice and ill will to everything he does because you hate him. Which, in general, Ethan has stopped doing to you because of how heated things were getting before the Charlie Kirk assassination. And he said this on the show this week, that he's barely talked about Hasan because of the assassination. He didn't like where it felt like the back and forth with Hasan was going. Because you never know who's listening, right? You never know who is in these audiences. Hasan's or ours, right? Like, you don't know. And so, unlike Hasan, Ethan felt some responsibility to pour some ice water on things, you know? To hose things down. But Hasan is still out here just completely poisoning the well. He could have done here what he did the last time he heard this apology.
Alex_the_fiction gave $2. Can I be the white girl with the microphone?
Yes, you may. You may. I would say, can I be the brown Alex the fiction, but I know it doesn't go the other way, and I am no Rachel Dolezal, okay? Oh my God. But like I was saying before I was interrupted by clap those cheeks, he could have responded to this in the way he did during the debate, the exact same apology, which is to say, that was the right thing to do. Thank you. Right? He had no criticism at that point. He seemed to be satisfied that he got an apology at that point. So what changed between then and now? And why is he doing this like weird cynical world building? Yeah, it's extremely performative.
Girl with a mic, when is she calling in?
Feminine M&M just gave $5.
Uncle
Love
Gabe
you,
shout
Kate.
out.
Hope you enjoyed that Uncle Gabe shout out a while ago.
Hi, Feminine M&M. What Uncle Gabe shout out? I don't know if I remember that. Thank you so much for the gift. Yeah, your name is very cool. So yeah, to me, that piece, I mean, we've seen over the years now that Hasan doesn't apologize, at least not publicly. I think he clearly thinks apologizing is some kind of propaganda, like that you can only apologize if you're doing it for like optic reasons and like political reasons. That's what it's feeling like here, right? Because I've never seen him apologize for anything. Not earnestly. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't watch a ton of him, right? But I also watched a clip of him talking about how he won't change his relationship with feminism and get better at being a feminist because that would feel performative to him. So learning is performative. Learning and changing your messaging and your attitude and your approach is performative, and apologizing is propaganda. That's who these people are listening to. Learning bad, apologizing bad. It's performative to listen to people who are better. He literally said they are more well-read in feminism than I am, in feminist theory. So I feel like if I change the way I talk about things, then it's just performative. So do you do that a lot? Do you do a lot of performative stuff that you don't believe in a lot? Because what's the risk of actually learning something about feminism and doing better? It's only performative if you don't believe it. Exactly. So yeah, don't always remember, guys, learning more and doing better, performative, apologizing, propaganda. It's always propaganda.
Take back some of the things that he's done.
Is he drinking just like old-timey cough medicine? Looks like the Mary Poppins bottle when she like pours it out on the spoon. The cherry cordial, isn't that what it is? Oh, it looks so delicious. I actually don't want to watch any more of this. The one piece I really wanted to show was him talking about apologies as propaganda, which I think is crazy. Wait, Nick said that too about the bottle? We're just besties. He poured his Coke into a canister so he doesn't get flack. The cherry cordial, and then the other one was like rum punch. I just love the way she said that. I love Mary Poppins. I wish my niece and nephew were old enough to watch it. I think they don't have the attention span yet. But they will be sat. We are going to watch Mary Poppins. We are going to watch The Wizard of Oz. Like, you are going to get your herstory, girly pop. Hi, Steel Badger. All right, so yeah, I'm just left wondering why he did this, but we all know, like, this is the performativeness, right? Like, this is the performance of him completely doing like a completely different take when he's in a different situation, pretending like he hasn't heard this before, and like Ethan hasn't apologized before for this specific thing to him, and also that he only did one video and that he's not going to apologize or discuss anything else. Because guess what, Hasan? He doesn't have to apologize for a lot of the stuff he said. What he needs to do is correct the record, because a lot of people are lying about him. That's the point of this. And while a lot of people who listen to you will never believe what Ethan says, there are people in the middle who are getting a lot of bad information. Propaganda, you might say, right? And that's who he's trying to reach. And it seems to be working, right? There's a mix in the comments, but that's what you expect. He didn't do it. He didn't restart TikTok to like just have everyone patting him on the back. Like this is going to the front lines, essentially. Like that's where so much of the misinformation and hate is leaking out from the snark subreddits, right? Oh, Lord. Oh, I guess I got mentioned on some show. I think it's the Internet Versus thing. Hang on, I'm oiling my nails. Let me read chat while I do this. He's a chronic liar. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that his audience isn't more critical of him. Like, he can just say whatever he wants because they won't check a source. They just gobble it up. They're happy to take it and, like, telephone it into something insane. And that sucks. That's just another reason I like being part of this community is Ethan doesn't get away with shit, right? Like, if he messes up, first of all, everyone in the room lets him know, and then everyone in Reddit lets him know. And it might not be the way snarkers want it to happen, right? But we aren't fucking emotionally dysfunctional and dysregulated. It's about calling in, not calling out, right? That's what you do when, you know, you're in a community and you want it to be better. You don't just keep fucking tarring and feathering everyone who slightly fucks up. The fact that it's like a group of leftists or self-proclaimed leftists who are so quick to throw people out, while I'm sure that they espouse publicly the idea of restorative justice instead of the carceral system, it's always very interesting to me. And they're also the ones who are allegedly using the criminal justice system and other systems of oppression like CPS to inconvenience people that they don't like, which is what fucking conservative Karens do, right? It's not very leftist, is it? Like Ian talking about how people who follow Ethan or work for Ethan don't have a moral center. It's like literally everything Snark is doing is running. Yeah, we clap in cheeks.
Jared
Thank
Lawrence
you, Jared.
gave $2. Guess what, girly pop? The truth always prevails.
Yep, it always does. But like everything the Snark is doing is running like perpendicular to actual praxis, right? And leftist ideology. Besides the propaganda part, which, you know, both extremes have. So yeah, it's a bummer. It's a huge bummer. Okay, so apparently I was mentioned here. I haven't watched this yet, but I think it was Witch that shared this with me. So shout out to Witch. Let me get the timestamp. All right, I guess this is the internet versus Anissa and the H3 crew. Okay. It said it was 1651-ish. All right, let's get a little context here. Oh, this is the defending Olivia. All right. Yes, this is internet versus. We'll give it a like because we're in it.
He deleted it. I don't want to invade their privacy, but I'm curious to hear what they said. And Leonenberger says it's up on his YouTube channel already. Then Cute Insect says it didn't get deleted. I don't see it on his page. And usual.
Okay, so this is about the evening that Olivia was really having a hard time. I believe that that's what this is about. And so people are wondering what happened because she had called AB when he was on stream and he was upset and it was a whole thing.
Circle replies, yes.
And I was also live at the time. And so I caught people coming from AB's stream because he ended it abruptly to go and help Olivia.
He said he got heated and spoke on something that wasn't his place to speak on, attaching a timestamp section to a news stream where this is what AB had to say.
Why don't you save? I do for members on YouTube. I save my VODs, but the last one I got heated and I spoke on something that wasn't my place to speak on. So, yeah.
Girl with a microphone also posts on the H4HE production subreddit this clip with the caption, "There has never been a clearer contrast between Ethan and iDubbbz/Anissa than what happened with Olivia last night."
You guys are entitled to live a private life. And I understand because I've gossiped about or talked about other people in my life. And when you're like in private with somebody else, I find myself looking back, tend to speak in exaggerated terms and we're just fucking venting, right?
You gotta vent.
But it's like none of my business, honestly, whatever venting you do about me in your private life.
We've seen the juxtaposition between how Ethan handles things when he finds out that maybe Olivia vented about him versus what Anissa does. Ethan says, that's your private life. It's none of my business. I don't care. Anissa threatens you, blocks you, draws her affection, and treats you like a piece of shit to punish you. That's abusive behavior. That's narcissistic, abusive behavior.
Then she follows up her post by saying, like, it's not even close.
Hang on, did you guys hear we got dickheads? Because someone subscribed. Shout out, we got dickheads. We got dickheads. Thank you for the subby. All right, let me go back a little bit. For affection and treats you like a piece of shit to punish you. That's abusive behavior. That's narcissistic abusive behavior.
Then she follows up her post by saying, like, it's not even close. To double down on someone you know is in crisis because they didn't defend you enough versus giving people the right to express themselves. We love you, Olivia. And Fearless Letter replies, he's been nothing but consistent about that too. In the past, when Adam tried alluding to things Olivia said to him, Ethan said she has a right to vent about her boss. And OP replies, and that's integrity, baby. And Rosie BP says, hell yeah, brother. And Caramel Rotten Apple says, and what a slimy fucking shit Adam is to try to use that to hurt Ethan. And to hell with how Olivia's hurt in the process. Anissa then makes a statement with replies disabled.
So
where she
yeah,
says,
thanks to Internet Versus for sharing that, because I you know, personally, not to toot my own horn, I think I made a great point, right? Like we've now officially seen how Ethan and Hila treat people with whom they work. Dickheads. Thank you, Alley Cat, for subscribing. Thank you so much. And so yeah, we've seen the way that Ethan and Hila interact with employees, and we've seen how Anissa and Ian interact with people that they have signed contracts with and work with, right? We got dickheads, everyone. Yeah, that was great. Well, speaking of Adam McIntyre, since he was mentioned briefly in that, let's talk about what happened like 2 hours ago, which I didn't expect. Oh, hang on one second. Okay, never mind. All right, let me pull up Ethan's stories and we'll see what's going on here. All right, so 3 hours ago, Ethan posted this, and it's still the only thing we have. And I don't know why he posted this or what's going on, or if this is just completely unprompted. So he says, I had the chance to read through the DMs between Adam and my mom. Do you think this is an appropriate joke to tell my mom? She told me it made her extremely uncomfortable. So much of this conversation was initiated by Adam, not my mom. Should I just go over the whole thing on the show? We got dickheads. Thank you, Stephanie. Shout out. Thank you. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the sound bites, you should come and watch the gaming streams. It's very silly. Okay, so this is what Adam said. You don't need Ethan. We will recreate Frenemies with Donna and Adam and get millions of views, which is totally what Donna's in it for, right? Then Ethan will see he is wrong and we win. And she said, "You're funny. Love you, Adam." Like clearly just being like, "Stop." Now, if I'm being charitable, which I like to be when I can, because I don't want to always just think the worst of everyone. I would think that this is some kind of a joke, but we have no emojis to signal that. We have no punctuation. And apparently this was on the same day that Families ended. Like he stopped doing the show with Donna and Gary on August 25th, 2021. So I guess Adam disagreed with Ethan's decision, and this is what he sent Donna. I genuinely don't know what to think about what he said because I don't know if he was joking or not. I have to think that to some degree he was because it's ridiculous. But is it also kind of weird and inappropriate? Yeah. Because are moms really going to get it? Like we have Donna saying you're funny, but I wonder if she was even like, I'm just going to make it a joke by saying this, you know? I feel like I remember Ethan talking about this before he messaged his mom. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. I don't remember when. And so I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what prompted this. I went and looked through Adam's Twitter and I didn't see any recent tweets. I thought maybe that, you know, he had fired something off. Let me see if there's anything on YouTube. Like, is Adam digging back 4 years and going into this stuff? Like, I know he does get, like, thirsty for content and will go back over things and... Oh, God. So annoying. Okay, let's see here. He had some lives. Oh, he hasn't done a live in a month? All right. Adam is from the streets. That's obviously going to be about AB making the joke about that. Casey Tron speaks up about the Ethan Klein lawsuit. Maybe there's something in here? Let's see.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm just going to look through the transcript. I'm just going to look quickly for anything. Jesus Christ, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything in this video about Donna, at least just from like scanning the transcript. And then this is the newest one. This is 2 days ago. He has some new podcast. So let me scan this one. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a reference to AB's joke about being from the streets that he totally ran with like a bing bong. Let's see if there's anything in here. Because I genuinely don't know. There was no follow-up post on Ethan's stories, at least not yet. Yeah, the next one's like unrelated. So I'm not sure where this came from. But we're just going to do a quick sweep. All right, someone's named Donna, but I don't think this is about... Okay, this apparently this person is related to someone named Donna?
The thing was like charades, but you don't use your body, you use this like blow-up doll. And my mum walks into the like living room with this blow-up doll and all my uncles go, I'm not comfortable with this. Donna, no.
Okay, so their mother is named Donna, so that's not what it is. I don't know. Adam, Paige, and Kat have all been kicking off. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, I saw some crazy shit posted. Give me 1 second and let me find it, because I am shocked by this one. Okay, I don't know who this person is, and I could not believe this. So they're promoting this podcast about Alexa Nicholas being evil. Like, can we be serious? Even if you disagree about the fact that she thinks that even survivors who become predators should have their should be able to like
she's also
heal
gay.
Themselves. Oh,
Sarah Z just gave $10. Ethan's ability to attract the most histrionic people
It's
on
true,
the
Sarah.
planet should be studied. 3.
yeah, like can we stop with all the hyperbole? It's crazy. So this person says, and I couldn't believe it. If you care about victims, especially with the recent situation of Celeste Rivas and David, please watch and share this video. Alexa Nicholas of Eat Predators went on Ethan Klein's channel and lied on Drake Bell's 15-year-old victim, betraying a child for attention from a predator. How are you going to compare what is happening right now between Alexa and Kat Tenbarge with a man who allegedly it sounds like essentially kidnapped an underage girl, sexually assaulted her, murdered her, chopped her up, put her in a bag, and put her in the trunk of a car. How are you? Like, the fact that these people are willing to use Celeste's death like this is crazy. Like, I haven't seen this level of a disrespectful false equivalency in a while. Like, there's no need. There's no need for that. So that's what I said. Comparing the Alexa Nicholas situation to a man allegedly killing and chopping up an underage girl is crazy. Because it is. Like, these are the people we're dealing with. These are the people, again, I feel like I say this nonstop. These are the people who are acting like they are the arbiters of morality. That they are doing the right thing, saying the right thing, thinking all the right things. But then as soon as they can use something inappropriately to attack someone they hate, they do it. If you care about victims, watch this video. If you don't watch this video about Alexa Nicholas and Kat Tenbarge and Ethan Klein, then you don't care about Celeste Rivas. That's what this is saying. Like, you're just using guilt. It's crazy. Yeah, we clap in cheeks. Thank you.
Jared Lawrence
Jared.
gave $2. He is insane and makes me sick.
Jared. So yeah, that really shocked me. That one really shocked me. So yeah, I don't know why Ethan posted this. We don't have any update. He's still, I mean, it's still the same. Yes. There's no follow-up. This seems to have come out of nowhere. There doesn't seem to be anything in Adam's new podcast. I don't know. Maybe something happened behind the scenes that triggered this. Maybe Donna brought something up. I really don't know. But yeah, not cool to be separately, not cool for anyone to be exploiting those victims. And if you notice, the only reason I saw this is because I was looking for, oh, you can't tell from here. I was looking through Adam's tweets to see if he had said anything about Ethan to trigger this DM leak. But he had retweeted this. He retweeted this crazy shit. If you don't watch this video about me, then you don't care that a girl got abused, molested, chopped up, and killed. Like, what? That's just like moral bankruptcy. Just so desperate for views that you co-sign that? Like, you have a living. Like, you're doing fine. I don't think you need to stoop to this, Adam. But we know he's stooped to worse. Ethan didn't release the DM. Adam did years ago. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have seen it before. Adam did years ago the first time Ethan called him out for making his mom uncomfortable. Right. So I don't know what Ethan's going to go over on the show. If he is, I don't know if it'll be on members or if it'll fizzle out by Friday, but this is all we got. And it's not clear why it happened. But we will see what happens. Imagine using the death of a young woman to garner sympathy for yourself. It's truly crazy. Like, I don't understand it. And truly all of this, it's like every time one of these people who is so like virulently hating Ethan and Hila opens their mouths on the internet, I just feel affirmed and validated that I am in the right camp. Right? Like, I can't believe it. Like, we have Harley on our side. Like, Harley is such a cool guy. He is so level-headed. He is so rational about everything. And then on the other side, you have people exploiting the death of a young girl to get hits on their video and trying to guilt people into watching. It's the same model that they use for what's happening in Gaza. They're like, if you don't do this, then you love genocide. It's stupid. It's stupid. If you don't hate Ethan Klein, then you love genocide. If you don't love Hasan, then you are up Netanyahu's butt, you know? It's terrible. So there's that. Hang on one second. Just checking something before we move forward. Is Isaac Thomas, what are you doing? Are you being funny or are you being anti-Semitic? I can't tell if you're making jokes. I can't tell what you're doing. But the weird German French phrase about the Jews, let's keep an eye on that, mods, please. I don't know what's going on. Just check TikTok and no post in the last 24 hours about Adam, but 6 posts criticizing Ethan Klein from randos. Of course. Of course. Okay. So there's that. We will see what happens or if anything comes of it or if this is just like a passing thing that Ethan wanted to showcase. No idea. We also have Dad responding to iDubbbz. I haven't had a chance to actually watch his video, and I know that AB was reacting to it on his stream. I'm going to leave it to AB. He has a better relationship, like a closer relationship with everybody, and I'm sure he has better commentary on it. And I'm sure that Ethan will respond to it as well, so I don't feel like I need to respond to it right now. But in the meantime, let's all make sure we support Dad's upcoming movie. He is, thank you so much. He is just, what, like a little over $7,000 from his goal. I'm going to drop the link in chat. Thank you, Deej. I trust ya. He's so close. So if you don't know, Dad did a 24-hour dance stream, which was really cool. And AB stopped by. And during it, he was raising money for this project he's doing. It's a surreal horror film, which I can't wait to watch. Very, very exciting. And I want to see, let me put this. I'm going to put the link in the description as well. Help meet his goal. Help Dad meet his goal. Okay. All right, so there we go. So everyone, if you can, give Mr. Dad a little bit of your hard-earned cash and help him make this movie. I can't wait to see it because I know he's going to get there. I think he said he has like a month and a half left. So that'll be my input here on the whole thing between him and iDubbbz. I know he still wants him to box, but I just didn't have time to watch the video yet. Okay, this is really weird. And I haven't watched this yet. I kind of wanted to just like blind react to it. Apparently they played like an AI Charlie Kirk thing at a church in Texas. Actually, I probably can just get it on Twitter. It sucks that Twitter is still so good for like videos and news. Like the interface is just so much better than TikTok or anything else for it. Okay. All right, so this says 3 churches use an AI-generated audio clip. Oh. 3 churches used an AI-generated audio clip of Charlie Kirk in services this weekend. It's part of a surge of AI-generated remembrances of Kirk as MAGA world's embrace of the technology supercharges a new kind of public memorialization. Look at this shit. Oh, and I have this here. Where did I put it? Oh, that's for later. Okay, look at this. This is the shit they're making. Okay, we have Charlie Kirk wearing like an American flag Snuggie being carried by Jesus from, I can't tell what kind of street that is. We've got him hanging out in heaven doing selfies with MLK and Abraham Lincoln. Here he is, like this is his last day on earth, and looks like he's about to give Jesus a MAGA hat. Here he is with the Pope, and then here he is with that woman who was tragically stabbed to death.
Girl with a microphone is in chat.
Meg Shep just gave $5 Canadian.
Ooh.
Since we're headed to Texas, may I suggest everyone check out Semler's Jesus from Texas? Baller song.
Ooh, I've never heard that. Interesting. I will definitely check it out, Meg. Thank you. This is not MAGA being creative. AI is, with peace and love, not that creative. And then we have him comforting this woman who died on that bus. And of course, conservatives have spun that because she's, this tiny, attractive white woman, immigrant, which they don't talk about, who was stabbed to death by a black man, who we now know is schizophrenic. And they're saying that no one helped her, but of course they did. Like, people rushed to help her. But this is another white woman's death that they are politicizing and using, obviously, for propaganda. So we have this AI stuff, but then we also have, like, the actual... Oh, shit. Where did it go? Oh, it's here. We also have the actual church service that included it. I think it's in here. Let's find out. As the pastor, Jack Graham, makes clear, this is not an actual clip of Charlie Kirk. He never said these words. This is an entirely AI-generated fabrication that nonetheless garners a standing ovation. Okay, here we go.
I think it was created on...
Why is this so low? Can you all hear it? It's probably because it's in my headphones. Okay. Okay, that looks fine. All right.
Artificial intelligence from the words of Charlie Kirk. I was so moved just to hear it between services. You're hearing something the first service didn't.
Wait, hang on one second. So between So between services, someone quickly put this together. They're like, you know what this needs? This needs an AI delusion, an AI that will facilitate a mass delusion in our congregation.
I think it was created. No, it was created on AI, artificial intelligence, from the words of Charlie Kirk.
Was not the words of Charlie Kirk. These are not words he's ever said, apparently.
I was so moved.
You can't hear it? What the fuck's going on? Oh, la, 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 la. Why did that not work for you guys? Hang on one second. I didn't get very far into it. I didn't even hear Charlie Kirk yet, so you didn't miss anything. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want the audio. Audio. Okay. Now, why the F aren't you working? Let me test it. Let's test it.
Just to hear it between
Now you're not working? Why are you doing this?
services, you're hearing something the first service didn't.
Oh, you
I
got
want
it.
you to watch this clip and hear what Charlie is saying regarding what happened to him this past week.
It's up all the way, guys. I don't know why it's so quiet.
First, I want you to know I'm fine, not because my body is fine, but because my soul is secure in Christ.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I'm cool. This is me, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, maybe the audio got raptured. Yeah, it's cranked. It's cranked on everything. So it's the original audio's problem.
Death is not the end.
I'm a dip. I shall come back when I ain't sussed and sketched out by youngins that do not understand others. And call me evil. Get the fuck out. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, maybe just leave and reset and come back. I don't know what's happening.
It's a promotion. Don't.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
To hear it between services, you're hearing something the first service didn't. But I want you to watch this clip and hear what Charlie is saying regarding what happened to him this past week.
First, I want you to know I'm fine, not because my body is fine, but because my soul is secure in Christ.
I can just imagine, like, some of those rapture white ladies are in the audience just falling out crying about this. What is Isaac doing? What's happening? Did he leave? He was yapping. Is he being not nice to people? I don't understand why you guys can't hear.
Death is not the end. It's a promotion.
It's just very quiet, guys. It's not. I'll try to find another version of it, okay? Let me try on YouTube, because I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, we have Hasan reacting to it if we want to watch that. Okay, we'll do this one. That's much louder. Y'all can hear that, right?
I was so moved just to hear it between services. You're hearing something the first service didn't. But I want you to watch this clip and hear what Charlie is saying regarding what happened to him this past week.
Can y'all hear that now? Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. A bit better. This is so much louder. Hang on. Oh, yes, yes, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, great. I don't know. This audio capture is like not working, and I don't know why. So we'll just shut that off. Okay, here we go. Here he goes.
First, I want you to know I'm fine, not because my body is fine, but because my soul is secure in Christ. Death is not the end. It's a promotion. Don't waste 1 second mourning me.
This is mass psychosis.
I knew the risks of standing up in this cultural moment, and I'd do it all over again. Second, do not let this violence divide us further.
Hang on. I don't think that you can say that on Charlie Kirk's behalf. I don't think that you can say on Charlie Kirk's behalf, I would love to get my neck blown out again. That is crazy work. That is crazy work. Okay. Guys, don't worry. I totally loved it. I would definitely get shot in the neck again. I wish it happened the exact same way. What? Yes, she's watching WNBA. It's the finals right now. Well, the semifinals. I love that you guys can hear it in the background. Here, I'll turn it down just a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Is secure in Christ. Death is not the end. It's a promotion. Don't waste 1 second mourning me. I knew the risks of standing up in this cultural moment, and I'd do it all over again.
Can't believe
Second,
that.
do not let this violence divide us further. The enemy wants chaos, fear, and retaliation.
Who's the enemy, Charlie? Who's the energy? Who's the enemy, the energy?
Don't give it to them. Instead, double down on truth. Double down on courage. Double down on your faith and on your families. That is how you honor me. Third.
Why are we honoring you? You're not God. That is how you honor me. What the hell? I mean, this is like false idol status. I don't believe the second point AI Charlie Kirk was making either. This is crazy. Yeah, I definitely wish I was assassinated and taken from my young children. I definitely would love to do that again. It was the best day. It was a promotion. These people have such a death wish. It's insane.
Remember this. America is worth it. Free speech is worth it. Fighting for the unborn, for families.
Had to slip that in. America is worth it. Oh my God.
For sanity in a culture gone mad, it is all worth it. So dry your tears, pick up your cross, and get back in the fight. Do it with joy. Do it with...
Can you imagine putting words in a dead person's mouth like this and thinking that you're doing the right thing? If you really respect someone, how can you deign to do something like this? How can you think that this is appropriate or respectful? This is crazy.
With strength, and never ever let evil think it won.
This is so gross. And now I'm like, oh God, they're going to do this when Trump dies. They're going to do this when Trump dies. They'll probably have a whole fucking like hologram of him. Like Tupac at Coachella. Look at this. A standing ovation for AI. Charlie Kirk did not say any of this. Somebody else, some random person in the church input all of these words. And they probably didn't even input the words, right? They put in like the idea, like make Charlie talk about how much he loved getting shot. It's crazy. But remember, these people vote. And I'm not saying that to be like, I can't believe they let these dumb people vote. I'm saying it to mean you also better fucking vote. Every single time. And it better be a vote that counts and isn't something that is just gonna make no impact at all. I'm sorry, we do not have the room for that. We don't. Unless you're in a blue state and you want to make a little bit of a point, but even that, I don't recommend it. Not for a general election. My husband passed away 2 years ago, and I would be horrified if someone decided to do this. First of all, Jashira, I'm so sorry. Or Yashira. So sorry. That's horrible. And yeah. How is his wife thinking that this is okay? This is insane. Insane. So, yeah, that was an AI Charlie Kirk getting a
And she's also
out.
gay.
Jared Lawrence just gave $10.
Jared, thank you. You're so
pie.
generous tonight. Mom and Dad and apple pie. Every vote matters, exactly. I mean, we're hoping to get the majority back in 2026. So get involved now, especially if you're in a red state. You can make a difference. Find out who's running, find out who's up for election or re-election, and get involved. Get involved now. That's America to me. All right, let's actually talk about H3, which is the whole point of this night. And we're actually going to get to it tonight, unlike last night. So, first up, let's have a question in the chat. I'll pin it. I'll unpin this. All right, question in the chat to answer as we talk about this episode. There you go. Go nuts. So yesterday's episode, the first thing I said was, what is happening? The episode, like, start to finish was total chaos, especially the first, like, 10 to 15 minutes, because we had, first of all, Bartholomew, aka Bartholomew, as Ethan called him. We had Ethan's computer getting soaked. Well, Ethan dumping water on his computer, and that whole debacle. The lights, there was weird shit happening with the lights too. It was a very, like, I said that it was the most off the rails episode I've seen since probably Off the Rails, right? Like, it was crazy. Like, Nate's light wasn't working, and then the lights weren't working on Tamara. It was being weird, and just, it was, the vibes were crazy, and it was so fun. So let's start with the biggest chaos of the day, which was Bartholomew. And I was like, who is this guy? What the fuck was that? And so, I mean, we have, you guys can go watch the actual segment, but I just loved when Ethan and Tamara sat down together, because I just love the way Tamara talks to Ethan. I just feel like they're brother and sister. So let's check in with Tamara and her explanation for what happened. For what this was, what it was supposed to be, and what it ended up being. So here's Tamara showing off her sick-ass fanny pack.
Yo, Patagonia.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are you wearing that instead of a purse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to wear a fanny pack like every day.
Tamara, bring that mic closer.
Like, just chaos. Just chaos.
Because it fell apart. It wasn't a Patagonia.
A Patagonia. Little British coming out. Like, first of all, I'm jealous of her curls. Her hair looks so thick and beautiful.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
He's so perplexed. I love that they left him in the dark, right? I think you rarely catch Ethan, like, on his back foot, right? Because it's his show. So I loved seeing him just being, like, playing along, but also being like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with this, Tamara?
There's a guy sleeping here. Bartholomew.
I thought this was good. I thought this is the show now.
He's going to be here every day.
This is
no,
the
not every
show
day.
now.
Just when daycare won't take him.
Daycare?
Yeah. You smell very nice.
He is gonna go home with you though.
No offense to Bartholomew, I don't know his age, but he looks more of bingo age than
More bingo age?
daycare age.
That guy did great. I mean, I would have been dying laughing laying there. He definitely earned his money. Use the rat glue and make a trap for Adam. I love that. Oh my God. Yeah, I couldn't even think, like, what would you do? All right, let's keep watching this.
What is? Oh, oh, I see.
Yeah. So
Did you like it?
I don't know.
Did you like it?
What do I do? I just leave.
Well,
it there?
I'll be honest. I didn't expect you. Well, okay, I didn't expect you to rely on the book so much.
I didn't know what's happening.
Okay, calm down.
That's my favorite part. Okay, calm down. She's just fully gaslighting him. Like, he should have totally known exactly what to do in this moment. So clearly, I saw someone say Nathaniel Klansman. That's what I assume she was expecting, right? That he was going to go off rambling. But, like, I think he was expecting, like, the other shoe to drop the whole time. So he didn't really know. He didn't know where things were going. But I just loved her going, okay, calm down. God, you're being so dramatic.
I don't know. Is this what do I do? I just leave.
Well,
it there?
I'll be honest. I didn't expect you. Well, okay, I didn't expect you to rely on the book so much.
I didn't know what's happening.
Okay, calm down.
I was trying to go with you guys said just go with it, which I tried to do, but
You did it beautifully.
But
I just feel like they just feel like they are cut from the same cloth. It's literally like siblings. Oh my God, she's so funny.
didn't know what was happening.
I thought it went great.
So it's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it, could, if people like it, if you like it, could be a reoccurring thing.
Just him specifically?
If you don't like that guy, talk to me about it after.
We can get a new kid.
If you don't like that guy.
But
Ethan appears to be on the fence. But everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. It was just so weird, right? Like he's still trying to figure out what the hell's happening. Okay, calm down.
He's
I was
Jewish.
dying.
He is Jewish.
He is Jewish.
Is that right, Bartholomew? Did you confirm his
He did. He was in a bunch of Purim plays.
Is that right?
I can't tell if she's serious about that. But I guess maybe that was on his resume.
Yes.
That guy.
Okay.
I'm so happy. Shana Tova, Bartholomew.
Shana Tova. Party boy.
Party boy.
And he is 6'7".
No, he's not.
He
He's
is. It was
lying about
not
his height.
exact. No, he's not.
He's absolutely lying about his height. He's probably like 6'3". In fact, Bartholomew is going to have to get up at some point, and we're going to throw his ass on the measuring thing.
So that was the. I just loved the sit down between them. The whole thing was crazy, right? But I just love when Tamara and Ethan go back and forth because, like, I feel like specifically new people and new women specifically to the show are more tentative, right? Tamara came in on 10, right? She just came in on that energy, and I just fucking love it. I just love it. Love her so much, and she's so talented. So, obviously, shout out to Tamara for bringing absurdity back. Bringing absurdity back to H3. I love it so much. Okay, so then we had Harley sitting in, and this was like the rest of the episode. So I have a bunch of clips of Harley and Ethan talking about Ian. First up, they mentioned the Ariel and Ned Fulmer shit, and I actually have some information on that. Because what they said is actually not necessarily factually. All right, so here are Harley and Ethan talking about the train wreck of the Ned Fulmer podcast.
Yeah, send me pictures.
Did you watch the Ned podcast? How'd you enjoy that?
I saw clips of it. I thought it was interesting. Would you?
Harley looking cozy as fuck in Teddy Fresh. Like how? I'm saying this as a lesbian. How is he single? Someone needs to snap him up. He cute as fuck. Maybe he's super toxic in relationships or something. I don't know. But he cute. He cute. He's the kind of guy that I would actually invite to things, you know? It takes a lot.
Think about that. I was all internet brained watching it though.
I mean,
I can't watch things normally, dude. I really I'm too internet brained.
That's like love.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really, unusual, kind of enjoyable content. It was just so strange and just kind of an unprecedented.
Someone being single doesn't mean no one's interested. You're right. You're absolutely right, Shooting Star. I can't imagine. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to be with anyone right now. But I think, everyone would want to climb him like a tree. He's giving Travis Kelce but depressed. That is so fucking funny. That's so funny. Not to be nosy, but I think he is not single. Ooh, okay.
Unprecedented move here.
Welcome, Dev.
In YouTube, which you don't see every day. And, you know, I applaud him. It's like he was disgraced, and he's like, I will disgrace myself even more for the people. And I applaud him for that. I do. I thank him for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in the terms of like YouTube, people being disgraced on YouTube, that's not even really up there with terms of how disgraceful YouTubers have been over the years. So I feel like you could bounce back with something like that.
She's so funny.
The ex-wife on the podcast,
just
the
gave
energy of it.
$1.99.
Thank
Harley
you.
using Ned's background cracked me up.
So funny. I didn't notice it, but then as soon as they said like the head with the flowers, I was like, oh yeah, that's right where he was sitting. He was engaged? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I hope he's having a great time out here. So anyway, at some point in this, I might have missed it as we were talking about how hot he is. They mentioned that they I think he was saying like, maybe I'll try to find it, like the gaslighting. He was saying that they think that she was like gaslit into doing it. Let me just quickly find it because I don't want to like waste everyone's time. Oh. All right, I thought he said something about gaslighting, but maybe not. Like, I don't know where it is. So anyway, at some point, Harley says like, oh, it feels like he like pushed her into this, you know, like strong-armed her or coerced her into doing this because, you know, like, oh, this will be good for our kids and the money. Well, according to Cosmopolitan, why was Ariel Fulmer the first guest on Ned's Comeback podcast? It was her idea. In a new interview, she reveals she volunteered to be Ned's first guest. So this was it was actually in the Rolling Stone. To be completely honest, Ned didn't even ask me to do it. It was the sort of situation where I knew he wanted to go back online. I don't even remember whose idea it was, but we were having a conversation and I went, well, what if I went on your podcast and what if we talked about us? I hope, well, I mean, I guess if you want to break the internet, girl, you didn't break the internet. It was very good though. I'm hoping that she's getting a cut, right? I hope that there's some sort of arrangement where this financially benefits her to be doing this, you know? On the podcast, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So, I mean, apparently she volunteered it, which is what I thought. I mean, I thought that there was no way she would do this for him under his, like, begging her. Like, I don't understand. She's too smart to pass up an opportunity to cook his ass. Exactly. Like I think she knew, if I'm stepping into her shoes, she knew that he would take that for the views because he is a clout goblin, right? Like he's made his whole life online. Cat, stop that. Oh my God, he's almost knocked my light over. I don't have my spray bottle in here. Don't be bad. Now he's just shaking my monitor, walking behind it. Very cool. No. Please hold, children. What a little shit he is. Needless to say, the kittens are all healed from their neuterings. I have one being an angel sleeping at my feet. He does that every time I'm streaming. I always have a sweet little baby there. And then his orange brother is a nut job. But very sweet when he's not being crazy. So he's taking a timeout in his room. He is taking a timeout. So anyway, so yeah, I thought she knew that Ned, I mean, she spent her whole life with him, right? She knew that Ned would jump at the chance to get those views, right? She knew that he would sacrifice his own like self-esteem, like sense of like self-preservation for the views, for the clicks, to break the internet. So she knew that she could just say whatever she wanted and say it publicly. And I think that it makes sense that was something that she would want to do, to me, you know? The orange one has activated the brain cell. Yeah, for sure. Have you seen this TikTok trend called Orange and Jobless? Starring orange kitties? No. Oh my God, I gotta watch that. She wanted the world to see how clueless he is. Yeah, I think that he was dumb, because he is dumb, clearly. And he walked into a trap that she set. And the bait was clout. And she came out looking great. And he came out looking silly and stupid. So there was that little piece. Okay, then there was this. This was when they were really getting into the iDubbbz stuff. When iDubbbz was saying he obviously doesn't support everything Hasan says, but I'm not really sure what's obvious about that. All right, so here we go.
Like after the content cop, and they were like, man, this would have been so good if he didn't bring on like Hasan and Frogan. And it's like, no, I'm fucking on their side. I believe in the content that they're making and the messages they're putting out. You know, not everything, obviously. Just as they don't
that's
support
pretty
everything
important.
that I say.
Yeah, what does that mean? And it's not just Hasan, it's Frogan and Denubbs and all these people. I don't understand what this other percentage is that he's talking about.
You know, not everything, obviously. Just as they don't
that's
support
pretty
everything
important.
that I say.
Well, hold on.
I don't get that.
Important asterisks.
Uh-oh.
Hold the phone. He's like,
Yeah,
I
like
support
what?
everything they do, except for the,
But it's not clear, right? Like it's not clear what he's implying there. Obviously, not everything. And then he doesn't he give like a specific percentage?
What the fuck
You
kind
know,
of
not
statement is that?
everything, obviously. Content that they're making and the messages
Did
they're
you guys
putting
see
out.
that?
You know, not everything, obviously. Just as they don't support everything that I say.
Peonies, you're getting a lot of ads. I put them on low for this.
But with the issue, I think that
Might run into trouble there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to support everything they say.
Mm-hmm.
I need examples. What is it you don't support that they say, Ian? You know?
Ethan primarily takes with them, I'm fucking on their side. They don't deserve this harassment. Ethan couldn't fucking let it go with Hasan. It's like, do your own shit. No, instead.
By the way,
What?
this narrative that I can't let it go with Hasan, I've honestly barely talked about him.
So yeah, the first part, this is getting into the second part of the clip that I wanted to watch. But yeah, first, okay, what is that 10%? And why didn't you say what it was? Is it the terrorist stuff? What don't you agree with him on? Maybe he's just saying, obviously, no one agrees on everything, right? But it didn't feel like that. It felt like we're supposed to know what he doesn't agree with them on, right? Because he was like, honestly, yikes. But I don't know what the percentage is, right? It's hard to know. Ethan's hands look normal size here. The new lighting, man. The new lighting, the new camera, it's apparently doing wonders, isn't it? It is doing wonders. All right, so he's talking about Hasan and blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to get into talking about the fact that Hasan, as usual, is sneakily still poisoning the well about Ethan, right? We talked about him a little bit at the top of the show, specifically on TikTok. And so here is a little bit more information.
Ever since the Charlie Kirk thing
You
happened.
can talk about him as much as you want.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I've kind of made the conscious decision to lay off a little bit because things got so fucking heated.
Yeah. It's just like
if you go to
you
his,
talk about everything.
If you go to his TikTok reshares,
oh God,
hundreds of the most insane Ethan psychotic conspiracy hate videos, nonstop. I would be fucking humiliated to have that be on my reshares. To be like, I would actually be afraid of looking like obsessed.
All right, let me go see if this is the case. I might have to log in to do it. Let me see if I can. Oh no, I don't have to. Okay, reposts. We've got this one about Ethan. We've got this one about Ethan. Is this one about Ethan? Let's
I
find
think
out.
it's awesome that no matter what tragedy happened, you can bet your bottom dollar Hasan is going to post a fit pic. I think it's awesome.
Oh my God. That is what he's reposting? Oh my God. This is like a whole segment, guys. Fucking hell, bro. All right. This is what, oh, these are just clips. I'm not seeing a ton about Ethan right now. It's a lot of him posting his own shit. What is that? But maybe further back. I don't know. I'm not seeing a ton. It's mostly him retweeting people saying he's hot and then retweeting. Oh God, this is going to be embarrassing.
Here we go. Come with me.
This is what Hasan is retweeting, guys. This is the kind of stuff that he's retweeting. That's weird. I think that's weird. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of like, oh, there's Ethan Klein. Yeah, I'm not seeing hundreds, but it maybe they're spread out. I don't know. So there's that. Oh, there's one. Of course, Ethan and Destiny together. We love that. Just trying to see if there's other like the people talking about it. Oh, there's Ethan and Hila again. Let's see what this one is.
Or this motherfucker even knew what that was.
She's talking about me?
Okay? I've always been against it. So shut the up, Hasan, and go learn something before you talk about other people's business.
Amen.
He's not into learning.
The other
He's not. He thinks learning is performative, which we saw. So yeah, they're kind of like sprinkled in. I don't see hundreds. Oh God, he had that girl on. I don't see hundreds. He does a lot of reposting. There's another one. They're sprinkled. Ethan again. But like these are probably older. So yeah, I don't see hundreds. And I'm assuming it's not affected by logging in, but maybe it is. I'll just double check on my phone and then we will move on. Yeah, I think it's, I mean, resharing like fan cams of yourself is pretty interesting, but it's not hundreds of posts about Ethan. But let's see. I don't know if TikTok is like Twitter, where you don't get to see everything if you don't log in. Do you know what I mean? So let's go to his reshares. It looks the same. Yeah, it looks the same. Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked. So yeah, I don't know what the hundreds of reposts about him are. Maybe he's seeing like when he looks at one of these anti-Ethan posts, a lot of them are saying retweeted or reshared by Hasan, and so they're just like very spread out. But it's not like back to back to back to back to back. You know? That's probably how he's seeing. I imagine that's how he's seeing the reshare, but I don't know. It's still more than Ethan posts, and that was his point. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like we know that he reshares and on Twitter too, right? He retweets a lot of stuff about Ethan and a lot of like disinformation about Ethan and Hila. I'm gonna check his. Oh shit, they won! Ah! Holy crap. Sorry. WNBA time. Okay, let me see what his retweets look like. Again, I'm not seeing a ton of like anti-Ethan stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's what he's seeing. Like if he's looking at anti-Ethan videos, he's seeing that like Hasan reshared it. Okay, next up. So that's like a nothing burger. And that's fine. Oh, then we have the pager thing is crazy. So I wanted to share this because this is like straight up disinformation that is horrible and irresponsible. And again, could put people like Zach in danger, right? Because if they genuinely think he's doing something that is this like craven and Islamophobic, right? Like this could really impact Zach's daily life. Like I'm sure he's getting buried because of this stupid snark narrative that isn't true. So here is Zach explaining the pager situation.
So fuck it.
It's world building. This is one I see someone say this, and I'm only bringing it up because I've seen it before, and I think it's worth just mentioning how insane this is. They've been trying to do this narrative that every time Frogan or an Arab creator is on stream, that Zach plays a pager noise.
What?
Which is obviously, and I don't even.
If you have ever been a fan of the show and have become a snarker, you know that that's not true. But you are not pushing back on it, not correcting it, because you don't want to look like you like Ethan at all. Like that is the trouble with groups like this, right? These kind of culty, high control situations is that you get so far in, then you become complicit in all of these lies because it's easier to either ignore them or co-sign them than to be alienated from the group or to get into a conflict with someone in the group. Because another thing that I've learned talking to some of these people on Twitter is as soon as you confront them, they block you. They cannot handle conflict. They cannot handle direct confrontation. So to be a fan, to be a fallen fan, and to hear this insane narrative about Zach, about sweet Zachariah, and do nothing is because they don't want to be turned on by the pack. Because they know how hateful it can get to be the target of the group they're in. So that's to me, that's why that this has been perpetuated, because no one wants to stand up and be ousted or be ostracized or thrown out the way they've thrown out so many other people or doxxed.
I don't even know where the fuck, if someone edited in, I don't know where this even comes from. It's insane. None of us, first of all, Zach wouldn't do that, and none of us would be down with that.
No.
Just straight up.
So, so the origin of that, and I would never do that. It was a post-content court where Dan was playing an attorney, and I pulled a bunch of phone beepers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was making a reference to that.
Y'all remember Dan was this terrible like public defender who had a bunch of different phones going all the time, and they were constantly going off during the content court. That was the bit, right? So then anytime, like he's going to say, anytime there was a reference to content court or whatever, he played these sounds. And one single time the reference happened when they were talking about Frogan.
Which they took out of context and
He kept vaping,
got
yes.
all skewed. But no, I would not.
Again, comedy.
None of us would. You wouldn't be down with that either.
No, absolutely.
And they don't believe it either. Like, that's the most maddening part, is they don't believe it either. They don't believe Zach did that. They watch the show more closely than we do. They know he wouldn't do it, and they know he hasn't done it. Because if he had, they could have made a whole compilation of Zach doing this every time an Arab is on screen. But no one cares. No one cares. Because it's easier to go along. Because going along means you still get to belong, right? You still get to be part of the group, and you don't have to spend days defending yourself or defending, God forbid, defending Zach or any element of the show, right? You just get to still be part of the group and in the good graces of the group and not a target of the group. It's literally like mob mentality. Yeah, he would never do that.
Absolutely not.
And they know that too.
That's what I'm saying. You have to obsessively watch every second of the show so that you can
Oh, it started with bad empanada. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
But
find completely innocuous, unoffensive moments and try to world build on it.
Some people are asking what the pager noise is. The Snark was claiming it was referencing the attack. The
beeper attack. The beeper
attack
did
in Lebanon
on Hezbollah.
Yeah, which I know innocent people. I know friends of family members.
That's so sad.
Fucking, yeah, they were fucked up by that. Even Lena's dad to this day won't sleep next to his cell phone because of it, because he's afraid.
Sad.
And if you think I would sit here and just let Zach make light of it,
none of us would do that.
You're talking more. Yeah,
it's not funny. It's not funny. It's a joke. I don't know what about.
How can you think you're on the right side of things if you're so willfully lying like this? I don't understand it. Ugh. So that I wanted to share that because it's such a dangerous thing, and it's untrue. It's untrue, and of course it started where we all know terrible things start. This will be fun. So next up is the discussion about have your cake and eat it, and I actually have a solution that we will get to once we watch it. So let's watch this debate about the phrase "have your cake and eat it too."
Promote your OnlyFans or not? I don't know.
She definitely wants to eat her cake and have it too, as they say. With that one, she wants she's like, I'm gonna be an OnlyFans model, but nobody's allowed to make fun of me for that. Nobody's allowed to point that out.
And also, you're creepy.
Lanula Manula with a great idea, and thank you for surfacing it, Lana. It would be cool to see Ethan interview a cult expert for a VOD. It might open up some eyes to this insanity. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it would. So yeah, one second. Free idea. Free idea from Lanula. Is that the name? Lanula Manula. To interview an expert on cults. Because I think they would have a lot to say about the culture of snark. Or lack thereof. Okay, back in. Shout out Lanula Manula for that.
You're creepy for thinking about my own. Oh, are you fantasizing about what's on my OnlyFans? Creep.
She's a succubus.
No offense, but.
All right, get into the
Why
talk.
would anybody want to just have their cake?
Oh, here it is.
Because it's pretty.
People care about that enough to just
Well,
like.
think about
I had that thought.
Think about a wedding cake. These wedding cakes, they're big, they're beautiful. You hate to cut into it because then it's ruined.
I never understood that until right now.
There we go.
I have thought
I
about
always
that
thought
before.
of
I
cakes
worked
as like
it out in my
McCain
mind.
cake. I always thought like a little McCain cake in the tin tray. So I was like, I don't need to keep it. I want to eat it.
Yeah,
but if you
exactly.
ever get like a good cake, you're like, wow, I'd hate to cut into this now and
To work
destroy
hard.
it. Yeah.
Well,
But,
so
yeah.
maybe there's
No,
a
it took
better
me a minute
analogy
to
than
grasp
cake.
that.
I have it.
Tylenol.
I just feel like a cake is there to be eaten.
Was this before the autism thing, saying Tylenol?
You know what I mean? No
It
matter
is.
how pretty it is.
Okay, Dan has an issue with
For
the
sure.
expression. We're going to work on that. We're going to bring that back to the drawing board.
I have a solution. I have a comparison that makes a lot more sense. And guess what? It's French. The French version makes so much more sense. So the French version is to say that someone, you say vouloir le beurre et l'argent du beurre. And what that means, hang on, let me turn this down a little bit. So it's vouloir le beurre et l'argent du beurre. It means you want to have the butter, but also have the money for the butter. Doesn't that make so much sense? So you want to have the butter, and you also want to still have the money in your hand that you use to buy the butter. Right? Vouloir le beurre et l'argent du beurre. You just joined a French lesson. Welcome, Leah. Bienvenue. Bienvenue tout le monde. Merci. Je t'en prie, je vous en prie. So yeah, I think that's a way better phrase. It's a way better phrase, and butter's delicious. So there you go. But inflation, how can we do this? Again, Michel Frompier. And in typical French fashion, it's phrased backward. This is why my poor bilingual brain phrases everything in passive tense. Right. Because I guess in English we would say you want the money money to buy butter and also the butter. What can't she do? I love salty, salty butter. Thank you, because even the weed one made no sense. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's because in those scenarios, you're consuming the thing, right? And it's something you want to be consuming. In this case, the eating is out of it, right? It's the money. It's you want the money that you spent on the butter, but you also want the butter. Having the two things. Dude, Yell. Let's talk about Yell for a second, because I came into his stream and he was doing like the tectonic dance, which was huge when I was living in France in 2007. And so I said that, like I said that in one of my super chats. I was like, your moves remind me of like tectonique, which is like this like French dance. I can show you guys and you'll see how similar it is to this is like my favorite one, but I probably have to mute it. So give me a sec. Okay, we'll mute this. and I'll show you guys. It's so fucking cool. All right, so this is, imagine me living in France and just trying to learn these dance moves when we saw the music video, like me and my college friends. Okay, so this is Yell, and this came out, in 2007. So pardon the potato. Oh yeah, 480. 480 is as good as we get. But just watch and you'll see Dad's moves in here. It's all like the arm, like the spinning of the arms and like the bent knees and like the bounciness. It's just it's so Dad. And so I was like, oh my God, he must know about tectonic. And then that's when he said that he has featured Yell on some of his songs. And then he played one of the songs. I was like, oh my God. And I went to see Yell in concert when I was there. She happened to come to the city I was living in. And oh my God, it was so fun. It was so fun. And I was so drunk, I kept dropping my, wait for it, digital camera. 2007. I kept dropping my digital camera and the batteries kept spilling out. But I found the batteries every single time, somehow, in the crush near the stage. I was so freaking drunk. So yeah, this is tectonic, and it just reminds me, when I saw Dad doing it, I was reminded of it. Oh, I love Stromae. Stromae is Belgian, I believe. I love Stromae. But yeah, it was a time. All the guys had those like crazy mullets. This is before mullets were cool again in the US. But yeah, it was awesome. Is it okay to ask how old Girl with a Microphone is? I was in college the same time. Yes, uploading albums on Facebook. Oh my God, yeah. No, I was in college 04 to 08. I'm 39. The drunk luck, yeah. There's a French hardstyle dancer I've watched tons before. She's amazing. Ooh. Oh my God, it is kind of Goths Under the Bridge coded, yeah. But yeah, I remember practicing like you like snap your arms out and then spin them. Like that's like the core of it, you know? It's such a fun style of dance. Extremely white, but still very fun. Can't recommend Yell enough. She has great music. So yeah, long story short, you don't want to have your cake and eat it too. You want the butter and the money for the butter. All right, this was, there were only like 2 parts of the Ian thing that I felt like I had anything to like say because it was Harley and Ethan and Hila commenting about it. And, but this was a piece that I actually heard in the car on Sunday. Someone posted a clip from Ian's stream. And so my wife and I were in the car listening to Ian reacting to Ethan. So this is specifically about the idea of a bonus. And how a bonus isn't a promise, and that Mike and Kate lied about a bonus. But let's just listen.
Jew.
They
okay.
ended up revealing more information.
Okay, so here is iDubbbz framing it as the 2 times Mike and Kate were on the show, they had a different story about the bonus. Like they had walked something back.
This time, instead of saying, he promised us a bonus.
So apparently the first time, according to Ian, they said, they promised us a bonus. That's what they said the first time. Okay, well, given your framing, the second time they came on, they said something different, right? Here's what they said that was different.
This time they were like, yeah, he said that everyone is getting a bonus.
He's exhibiting.
How are those two sentences different? How are those 2 sentences different? So now the difference I see is actually worse for you, because the first one you are saying that they implied that they specifically were getting a bonus. In the second one, you are saying that they implied that everyone thought they were getting a bonus from you. It's the exact same thing, Ian. Whether they or you used the word promise or guarantee, telling someone they are going to get a bonus is a promise or guarantee. And if you're not sure you're going to give one, you shouldn't have said it, either explicitly or vaguely, as someone who's running a fucking business. And Hila is right about the fact that a lot of companies consider a bonus a part of your salary. Like the last company I was at, we did bonuses for a while until they started downsizing. And it was, it was tied to the performance of the company. Like if we hit or went beyond actually the last two places I went, if we went beyond our revenue goals for the quarter or for the year, then we got a bonus. There was like an if-then situation, right? But sometimes there isn't even that. Sometimes it's specifically for like salespeople, it's you get a bonus and it is a big part of your salary because you have an incentive to work harder. Right, they said everyone. Does that not include the coach? Yeah, exactly. So the first time, you were apparently only promising it to Mike and Kate. The second time they came on, they revealed more information that you think makes them look like liars, but really it makes you look worse because now you're saying that they're telling Ethan, everybody was supposed to get a bonus. And you can't go around talking about bonuses in like to any definite degree, I would say, without people thinking that they're going to get a bonus. Like, these people should not have been running anything. They should not have been running an event, a business. If they are just like willy-nilly saying things like, yeah, you guys are going to get a bonus. To any degree. It doesn't even have to be like, I promise. Don't fucking talk about a bonus until there's a bonus to talk about. I remember some places would give a holiday bonus. Yes. That's definitely the kind of standard bonus. So if they weren't clear, because it sounds like they were assuming other people saw bonuses the way they did, which is like, if we work hard, we'll get one, or if we make this much money, we'll get one. But if you didn't explain that, it's your fault. You are the business owners. It is your problem. Yeah, extremely bad socialist behavior. Dick move to talk about bonuses in front of someone if you have no intention of giving them one. Exactly. It's honestly, it's just a dick move to talk about bonuses before there's money to talk, like before there's bonus money. Unless it's in their contract. Just let it be. Just let it be a nice surprise. But you guys fucked it. You guys fucked it because you should not have been running a business. All right, and the last bit about this interview was that I was so happy that Harley said something about this. Because I had mentioned it on Reddit and people like misunderstood what I was saying. But Harley got it. Harley gets me. Get in line, girls. All right, here's Harley talking about it. About Ian's demeanor in this specific stream. Not in all of the streams, but in this one.
So bad, man.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find the energy interesting in this stream?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his energy is... I don't know where he finds all the confidence. I don't.
But I thought this was a very courageous stream. I thought there was a lot of, like, it seemed like I don't know, like a couple Monster Energy drinks, maybe a couple shots. I don't know.
You think he's on something?
Doesn't seem like the usual. Doesn't seem like the usual stream. You know, maybe back from dinner, had a couple of drinks. I don't know.
Something.
Feels like the
he's like really amped up.
energy is.
Is he an alcoholic?
I do notice that.
Okay, we're not saying that, Ethan. We're not saying he's an alcoholic. But I mean, even like the comparison to like his behavior in this stream to this stream, and this was like not that long ago, right? That was like maybe a week ago. Yeah, we clapping cheeks. Oh Jesus!
Jared
Thank
Lawrence
you, Jared.
gave $2. I'll get in mine.
Oh,
Clocked
God.
it immediately.
Yeah, so I mean, I was glad that he said this because someone posted a video from this stream, and I said on Reddit, I was like, his eyes look different. And people thought it meant like, oh, he has a lazy eye, it's the CTE, like it's the LASIK. They thought I was talking about like his eyes in general, which I'm not. I don't see anything like super wrong with his eyes. Oh my God. Thank you, Caitlin, for subscribing. Thank you. So yeah, I wasn't talking about his appearance. I was talking about like the energy in his eyes in this specific stream. And so I put a little side by side together just to show the difference, okay? Just to show the difference, like stream to stream. Because I agree with Harley that there was a different energy, and I do not have any speculations about what it was. I think alcohol is or an energy drink are good guesses, but I don't know. Or he's just really angry in this one. But like, let's just look at things here. This is him 7 years ago, or 7-ish years ago, maybe more, right? Then 2 weeks ago, this is just like a control. 2 weeks ago, he's just kind of like catatonic, right? And those streams when she's like, yeah, you always shit yourself. And he's just like, right? Like he's been mostly pretty low energy, kind of just like glazed over, right? But then this stream, he was drinking coffee. Yeah, okay, then it was caffeine maybe or something. But like, the energy was very frenetic. Very frenetic. I'm not going to say it's mania or depression. Like, I'm not going to diagnose him with anything. But that, yeah, it was very noticeable. And I will say, like, I watched some of this to see, like, if he ever got like this, and he didn't really. Like, he stayed pretty flat for most of that. I mean, there were points where he'd, like, raise his eyebrows and stuff, but it was nothing like this. And then those moments of like when he was angry like this. I don't know. Definitely a different energy coming into that. Like maybe he and Anissa have been like gassing each other up or something. I have no idea. But so yeah, that was the last little bit from me about that. And thank you, Harley, for bringing it up because I was feeling crazy. No one seemed to be noticing like the difference between literally like 1 to 2 streams ago and this one, you know? Drugs, question mark? It's all those, I think it's just anger at the unsliced bagels for sure. Oh, and lastly, I would love for them to do an episode from Denny's. That would be so fun. I mean, they had Denny's cater the poker event, right? That was great. I miss poker. I want them to do poker again. But that's because I play poker, so maybe that's just selfish. He definitely fixed the color grading. Yeah, I mean, the color looks great. Looks much better, right? I mean, he looks like the before picture or the before video in like a depression ad, right? Like for a pharmaceutical. So yeah, the color looks great here, and the lighting is so much better, but the energy was a lot, and not really in a good way. I need the Denny's conference room stream if it's safe. Yeah, for sure. Guam poker night? Hell yeah. Poker's fun. I play poker every week. Oh, color grading can't fix how unwatchable it is. Yeah, poker. Ethan poker arc was great, and I loved it. I loved him commentating too. Caleb, can we talk about how Anissa randomly pops up, or her hand does, and says and does the most cringe shit on stream, caressing Ian's dome and ranting about bonuses comes fine. Yeah, I don't know what to think of her doing that. Like, it feels like she's being like invasive, but he keeps saying he loves it. I don't know. I don't want to be like the snarkers and speculate heavily on the ins and outs of their relationship. But I mean, the stuff she's done publicly is very manipulative. And I think that we can talk about that. The fake accent. Yeah. I don't want to do a stream all about Anissa. I just don't want to. I don't think it's worth it. Like, I like doing the full streams on like Taylor or Kat or other people who are creating content that I want to critique, right? Like their writing, because I feel like I can critique their writing and their fact checking and their sourcing, right? But Anissa, I don't care enough to do that. She's not doing anything that I feel the need to like defend the honor of, you know? Like I feel like I need to defend the honor of the way the other, those other two use words and language in like a propagandist way, you know? Nick mentioned Ian's color grading was off, and the next stream Ian fixed it. I mean, well, we know that Ian is like deep in watching the snarky stuff, you know? Critique Anissa's cooking. That just feels mean. Like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'm Jewish and I approve of the anti-Semitic soundboard. That was crazy. People can just roast people for being Jewish. They play the sound bites as how ridiculous they sound. Yeah. The anti-Semitic soundboard. They're just grasping at straws. So anyway, I'm hoping that we continue to do fun, absurd content with the help of Tamara and Morgan and everyone else. I'm happy to see that AB is still feeling really good. I was happy yesterday to learn that Olivia is okay. We showed that on stream yesterday that she posted onto her story. She was out with her vanilla iced blended, going to see Rent, which we love. And, you know, hopefully she comes back. I mean, Ethan saying, I think it was in this stream, he said, yeah, because his laptop was broken and someone was like, oh, well, you can sit at Olivia's desk. And he's like, that feels like disgracing her honor or disgracing her memory. He said something like that, and that made me think like they want to keep it the way it is because maybe she is coming back. I don't know. You know, like he didn't want to do that. Because I feel like when Cam or Ian left, like he would have sat at their desks, right? Maybe I'm just coping. I don't know. But him not wanting to sit in Olivia's chair made me feel like there is still a hope, at least, that she's coming back and that nothing has been decided. But maybe that's just me. That's my rapture brain, right? My magical thinking. They said Olivia's old desk? Yeah, I don't want to speculate. I'm just hopeful. I'm hopeful that she comes back, but we'll see. This is Olivia Cope safe space, Kate. Yeah. I guess I just miss my old friend. Yeah, we'll see what happens. She had a lot of personal stuff at her desk. Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. We're not going to speculate. We're not going to talk about it. We love Olivia. We hope she's doing well. And yeah, I think that's it for tonight. A reminder that we're going to do another gaming stream tomorrow night. We're going back into Subnautica. We're going under the sea. And then I'll be back Friday with the H3 after party. So I hope everybody has a good evening, a good day tomorrow. And yeah, if anything crazy happens, if they talk about stuff on the members stream that's of interest, we might touch on it tomorrow night. If not, enjoy the members stream and we'll just play some games tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody. We're getting so close. We're
Yeah,
getting
we
so
clapping
close
cheeks.
to
Scroll Ray gave $2. You better make those
You
lockers.
better make those lockers? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, I got a redirect. Okay, Alex is streaming right now. Let me redirect. Everyone go raid Alex the Fiction. I am gonna do a redirect on here. So stay in jam. What the F? Where is it? Do. Man, what is happening? Oh, is it here? No. What the hell? I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. It's happening. It's happening. We're just, thank you, Deej. I am gonna figure this out though. Let's see, live. I got it. I figured it out. Okay, here we go. All right, go raid Alex, everybody. I will see you later. Bye.